Okay, here we are back at the Boggy Disc Golf Course just north of Niceville, Florida. Today is the 3rd of July, so tomorrow, 4th of July. Got the day off today, so I figured I'd come out here and practice the longs. I've been playing the shorts lately. Came out here yesterday and had probably the best round I've ever played anywhere. I shot -10, so or 10 down, however you want to say it. We've been playing from the shorts just to try to keep it fun. So today, I'm gonna play from the longs and see how we do. All right, let's go. All right, so hole 1, not really sure how long it is. I don't see any signage just right here. Looks like 387 feet according to the sign back there. Going to just throw an actual driver for once. Got a big flash, hard left. Should have pushed that throw a little more to the right. I don't throw a lot of drivers. I throw mid-ranges a lot, and I throw a stalker, which I think they call that a fairway driver. Drivers just don't feel right in my hand, but I'm struggling with distance, so let's see if we can get more distance out here. All right, looks like I've left myself with about a 100-foot shot. So we're just go up with the A5 and try and park it. Having a little standstill for this. Throw it flat, off to the right. Don't throw it so hard. Threw it way too hard. All right, let's go make a putt. Should have left this one a little bit closer. Par. I'll take it for my first time playing for the longs. Seriously, right? So that's pretty fun. Hole 2 is right back over here. Let's go give it a shot. Okay, here we are at hole 2. U-Disc says this is 220 foot. It definitely looks like it's 220 foot. The basket is off to the left, right behind that big grouping of oak trees where they all come together. So there's a couple little alleys here. I'm just gonna try and go for that main one right up the middle. Throw the old strider at it. That is not up the middle. With that throw, I should have thrown something that would turn a little more, but I just missed my lane. And I really didn't realize just how nice it was out here this morning. We're in June. No, not, sorry, July. We're 3rd of July here in Northwest Florida. And what are they saying the temp is right now? I think the normal temp something like 85 right now. Feels like 91. What a nice day. A little loud on the highway, but it's a beautiful morning. So I did leave myself a putt. It's a long putt, but it is a putt. Missed it by a mile. And go ahead and put in for par. Came out of my hand funny too. I almost missed a 6-foot putt. That would not be unusual for me. Hole 3. Let's see what U-Disc says about hole 3. So hole 2, we got us a par. Hole 3, 256 feet. It's at the corner of this chain link fence, way up there. And we got quite a few gaps here, a couple of tight gaps. So I'm gonna try and treat this round like I've been listening to a lot of these pros say. Shoot your game. Don't try and birdie everything. Throw your game. And so I'm really just gonna try and par this shot, this hole. I would have liked a bit more skip. That would have put me a lot closer, but it's parable. Let's go. Here we are at our lie here on hole 3. We're a solid, what, 60 feet away, 50 feet? Stalker landed here. Let's go up with the PMS, just a little chip shot. All right, playing for par, right? And let's get our little tap in for par. Not bad, not bad. Liking the longs a little better when I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to try and birdie things. I'm not that great of a disc golfer. Definitely working on it, but Maybe I can just shoot for par all the way across this course and see what happens. Hole 4 at 267. I see a gap that I want. I'm gonna try and throw right over the red tee box towards that big pine, and maybe this A5 will just come on over the side. I'm gonna have to give it all the beans, right? Try not to throw too hard. Try not to get too wound up. I'd like it to get to the road and skip. Nope. It's okay though, not a terrible throw. Would have been great if I'd have got a little more height on that shot there, or gone out to this road and maybe got a little skip. Would have probably ended up over there. That's okay. Let's throw our upshot. See if we can get there right between those little spindly oaks. Oh no, over gripped it. It's okay. That upshot was no good. I didn't release. I kind of kept my hand closed up on the disc and it just pulled out straight. I would have really liked that par, huh? First bogey, only at hole 4. That's terrible. Okay, let's go to 5. All right, back with the A5 again. You're on hole 5, which reads what? 252. There's no reason I can't throw this right up the cut and let it die. Needs to have a little height. There we go. Can I get a skip? I got a halfway decent skip. Let's go. All right, here we are at our lie. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. About a 20-foot putt, 24-foot putt, somewhere in that range. I sure would like to put this one in. Yes, I got that stroke back from the bogey. That's what I'm talking about. So this course has quite a few of these where it'll help you make some of these bad shots up. That puts me back to even if I know what I'm doing here. Let's go look. I know y'all love watching me look at this stupid watch. So that's a 2. So yeah, we're back to even. Let's go for the birdie. All right, this is hole 6, par 4. Reads 497 feet on the U-Disc app. This is gonna be a tough one for me. I'm gonna go with the FX4 driver. Try and just go right up the front and hope it'll skip across some. Of course, I could shorten it up by throwing right through that gap. Me and gaps. I think up this cut and get some skips if possible. There we go. That's a great shot. I could not ask for a better shot there with my abilities. Let's go. Okay, if I'm reading this right, I think it's calling for, I'm about 200 feet away. Basket's out there, out in the open field. My lie is here. This is a pretty decent throw. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to throw for that set of bleachers closest to the basket and see if I can get the A5 up there. Got a bunch of dirt in the A5. Yep, I think I can get it out there. Ooh, now she's sticky. All right, Flight Factory. Let's get some chalk out of this bag. A little bummed out about this bag. I haven't had it very long. It's a cool bag, right? Comes with a nice little carabiner. This time of year, boy, it's hot and we sweat and I need to be dry. I can tell it's already running out of its chalk. And I've only had it for, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? All right, let's see if I can make this throw. I would love to park this. Nope, not any height. No height. Dang it. A little height would have done that just right. All right, let's go find that A5. I really would have liked to have thrown a better upshot here. Hole 6 is a really long hole. It's one of the longest holes I ever play. Probably the longest. The A5 landed out there. I just didn't get the height on it to give it a chance to hyzer over in this direction. I really did give it a bid. It was kind of close. Came right down in front of the basket, right? All right, tap in for par. Happy with a par, right? That's the goal today. I wish the app would stay loaded on the watch, but it does not. So hole 6, par. Hole 7's right in front of us. It's another kind of long one. It's also real tricky. There's a fence on the left side. All right, here we are at hole 7. It is calling this hole 346 feet. I'm going to try a disc I haven't thrown in a while. Another mid, M4. Keep it off to the right. Try and keep it away from that fence. Well, threw it low, kept it away from the fence. I know why I threw it low. I collapsed on my throw. All right, U-disc says we're about 124 feet away. I'm gonna try and throw something that'll go a little straight. There's a telephone pole in my way, so I don't feel like I can hyzer something out over there. And I'm afraid to, what's that, forearm that. Oh no. So I didn't give it enough. And the second it came out of my hand, the wind just pushed it down. All right. Okay, so we didn't leave ourselves a good lie here on hole 7, which is a par 3. Go for the putt. Nope, just under the basket. All right, our little tap in here for +1 on hole 7. What did we do wrong there? The upshot was no good. Neither was the drive. They were both kind of eh. I should have thrown better shots there. All right. Hole 8 reads 216 or 247. Let's see here. It really reads 216. It's not that far away. Narrow gap up the middle. I'm going to throw something that hopefully will turn a little bit right at the end. Or I'm just going to hit these trees. Why not just shoot for the gap. We're going to hit some trees. I hit a tree, but I got a lot further than I thought I would before I hit a tree. Really not a bad lie for skipping off a tree over there. The M3 did exactly what I wanted it to do. It went out straight and then slowly started turning a little bit. And if I'd have just got to hold that straight a little further, it would have made it around that tree. All right, for long putt. I'll take a birdie. Let's go. All right, we're at hole 9. It's a par 3, 222 feet or so. I'm going to throw the uplink because I just haven't been real confident with my forehand lately. I'm going to throw the uplink right up over that road, and hopefully it'll just turn its way in the basket. So there's an early turn, and that's not good. Back out into the road. At least we're in the shade. All right, we've got us a headwind. We're in the road. I don't know how this road plays. If this is OB, if that's an island. I think I'll play it as an OB. So we're sitting somewhere around 42 feet away from the basket. Serious headwind. So what do? Nose it down? Just missed. Okay, so that was for par. I would have been real happy if this wind stayed away. The next hole is going to be brutal in this wind. There's our tap in. So that's the front 9 here at Boggy on the long tees. That puts me at 1 over. Let's double check because I'm going to take a 4 on that. Yeah, we're at +1 right now. I'm going to move on to hole 10. But yeah, that's pretty fun. It wasn't so bad from the longs. This is the best time I've had here at the longs. I've probably played the longs here 2 or 3 times before and didn't have a great time. But that's just my skill level, right? All right, let's move on.